Good Saturday morning, fellow pickers and would-be adventurers. Dealer here. Crazy Picker Life Saturday edition. Well, back in the office for a good Saturday. Here's what we're looking at today. That's not so good. So we got ice on the road and we got snow on top of it. And when we got up this morning, it was 2 below plus 30-mile-an-hour gusts. So I don't know what that equates to, but Wheeler went out running and he said that he had to cut it short, which tells me that it was bad because he's kind of an Iron Man as far as that goes. Okay, I got to get to USPS. I've got a couple good sized totes. Usually Lon goes shopping Saturdays for food, and so today I'm gonna be her taxi, and kids are staying home. It's just cold and crappy. So the good news is the Crazy Picker Life with Wheeler, Dealer, and Banana Peeler. Well, the good news is I get to drive my Jeep and try that out and play around with that. So that is the upside here. Whew. Man, it is chilly. All right. Well, my Jeep has a nice alarm system, and it has auto start or whatever. Somebody installed that when this thing was up in Canada. I'll tell you what, it is a nice feature. That and the heated seats. Well, things are starting to drift, and that's what can happen out here. And then what happens is they start to close the highways off, and people get stranded going from Denver to Kansas City and back, or however, I-70. And then we become sort of isolated out here. And so people hunker down for a couple days. Now the interesting thing about it is we'll have weather like this, -2, 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts, 6 inches of snow, and then in a couple days we'll have 4 or 5 days where it gets up to 50 and sunny. So it's not as bad as it seems, but boy, this stuff can blow in. And usually the way the weather patterns happen, you got an idea that it's coming. I'm gonna put it in 4-wheel drive right away. Woo, woo, woo. I like to do that. I like the feeling of that. I like to try out my 4-wheel drive. Yeah. Okay, I gotta go pick up Lon. So I'm not so sure that my picking stop's gonna be open today. If I were them, I would stay home in bed. But if they're there, hopefully they brought in some more cool stuff for me. We did check out most of that stuff again last night. It turns out that one little square porcelain phone sign is a reproduction. It's a high quality reproduction, so it should be $20 or $25 plus shipping. The plastic one right below it, the green one in that video, I'm gonna try to get 30 plus shipping for that. That's either been cut out of something or whatever, but that's, you know, that's the real deal from the 70s or 60s or whatever. But not everything there was good, not everything was bad. Oh, I know what I wanted to say. That Pepsi sign, Banana Peeler's funny. He has trouble pricing things that don't have a, you know, a solid track record or whatever. I think that's $199.99 plus shipping all day long, even in the condition. There are none of them out there. Pepsi stuff, Pepsi collectors, Coke collectors, crazy people, right? So they're like me about certain beer signs. It's an oddball sign. It's an old sign. It's lit. It's cool. It's retro. It's metal backed. It's got a, you know, pull thing on it. That's going to pay for the whole lot. So that's the good news. All right, I'm running tight on my time here. I think I'm gonna have to get out and grab my wife and get her in here.
My rules.
Hi, Lon. It's Dealer, your husband.
Yeah.
In a snowstorm. I couldn't put you on right away because we were fighting. And now I have to play by your rules, otherwise we're not gonna get along.
That's right.
So what are we doing out here?
Having fun.
That's right, we're having fun. Oh yeah, she got the best of me today. So what do you think of the dealer negotiations?
Pretty soft.
Pretty soft today. You didn't like my, how about those 2 belt buckles won't hurt you? You know those are 15 each. That's 30 bucks on the end of the deal for free. So I'll show you the stuff when we get back there, but I did get a cool telephone piece, some other fairly cool stuff. Not quite the margin I would like, but it might be a doubler, but it's good stuff. Okay, Lon's never gonna take me shopping again. At Walmart we did the automatic self-checkout. We did the self-checkout and dealer failed.
Stop.
I hate the self-checkout because I checked out the toilet paper twice and we only got one, and so we paid $6 extra for our toilet paper. We got charged twice and just noticed it. Oh, I failed. I gotta show you this Jeep over here. That's really what we're talking about. Not my failure, although Lon, you're never gonna let me forget that, are you?
$5 extra.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna have to take it out of something.
That's right.
Take it out of my hide. Look at this Jeep. That's an old Willys Overland there. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Kansas Antique. I like it. Take that out on a day like today. Man, that thing is something else. Is that yours, dude? So the guy that walked by with that funny smile on his face, that was the owner of that Jeep. He was all excited. Somebody was looking at it and filming it. So we made his day. Boy, that was a cool Jeep. That's like a 50s Willys out in the snow. All right, now we're at Dillon's. I get a chance to redeem myself. Somehow I have to save $6.
Thank goodness there's no self-checkout.
There's no self-checkout. Dealer's safe. Mr. Technology. Back in the office. My camera got frozen, so I had to leave it off for a while. I went shopping with Lon, and then I went home and had some lunch and hung out for a while with everybody. Left my camera out in the Jeep, and it refuses to get above 0. Maybe 1 degree, depending on which thermometer. The one in the house says negative 0.6 degrees, and my Jeep one says 2. And tonight it's going to be negative 12. Whoa. Plus wind chill. Then we're warming up next week all the way into the 30s and 40s, so it's temporary. Anyway, the camera got really cold in about an hour, so I left it off here for a while. Well, I did some picking, and I'm going to show you those items. I'm also doing a little listing here. Listed some test strips. I got some more of those in. I seem to have a surplus of average or below average strips. I know some of you have questions on test strips. I've seen a few come in. Test strips are something that I'm moving away from. There are a lot of downsides to test strips. There are a lot of, not really legal aspects, but on the resale of medical things, there's a lot of issues, and you're just going to have to do some research yourself and find out what other people are doing. I'm not going to give advice on that. I just don't think that's something I'm able to do. It's a little like giving tax advice or legal advice or real estate advice. I can't do it. When I got into test strips, I paid some money to be in with a group that had some information, and we were able to work through some issues and get those all sorted out. There are ways to do that. Now, on a different level, this is an American Optical tonometer, tonometer, and I got this at the flea market. It's got kind of a funky plug on it. I'm not going to try to trick it. I'm going to sell it as is. It's not going to sell for nearly as much, but in reality, somebody's either going to need to take a chance on this thing, or better yet, a medical supply place will take this and look it over and sell it as a working unit, and then they'll put their medical license or whatever, their equipment license on. Again, I'm not going to tell you how to sell these type of things, but medical devices need to be sold very gingerly, and so do some research on that. You can tell by the listings and things like that. I would recommend, if you're a new seller or something like that, not to venture into what I would call these gray area markets. You just don't want to get into that kind of thing. So this is a vintage piece of equipment, and that reduces your liability, relieves you of liability. It's certainly a gray area. Life's got plenty of gray areas, right? So I don't remember what I paid for that. Probably too much, at least 50, maybe 75. I'm going to list it for 100 plus shipping. I'm hoping to break even. It was not exactly what I wanted. I was hoping that there would be either a way to test it, or there would be some good opticals on there. I bundled it in with some other stuff, so it's hard to exactly tell what I paid for it. At one point, we had bought a whole basement storage area from an optical place that had grown and grown and grown over 40-50 years, and had 5 stores, and we bought the whole basement with a bunch of interesting optical things and equipment and a bunch of other stuff, and so I learned a lot about that type of thing. Okay, I got this weird electric appliance company book from 1913. Haven't had a chance to spend a lot of time with it, but it's got motors, turnbuckles, telephone brackets, Edwards bells. It's almost like an antique, who's antique, decorative glass reflectors. I'm going to spend some time looking through this. I'm not so sure. It's got brackets for posts and stuff. I'm not so sure I'm going to sell this. This is a really neat reference book of all kinds of behind the scenes stuff that I'm looking for. You know, meters. Make it awful easy to find and describe certain things, I would think. I don't know. Might hang on to that, might not. Anyway, 1913 electric appliance company. Didn't pay a lot for that. I did get this plug-in, two-sided Western Mountain Bell phone thingy. It's got a regular plug. Plugs in. It's supposed to light. It's still pretty cold, or I'd plug it in. Paid up a little bit for that. That should sell for a couple $100. I got banana peeler, some belt buckles, a Cow one, a John Deere one, and a Sturgis motorcycle Days one. I got this cool square, it's not a yardstick, it's not a foot stick, it's 13 inches, so I don't know. But Mountain States Telephone and Telephone Company. It's got the little bell symbols on there. It's got telephone symbols on there. Long distance for business. Measure your profits. So this is some sort of business perk ruler. And I got these toppers from a booth, these Mountain Bell. Got this cute little pencil holder telephone thing from US West. So let's see what I pay. $160 for all that, including the book. And I think this will sell for at least that much, and everything else will be profit. Not the best deal ever. The lady that I bought it from down there, I get good deals all the time. And this one she ended up buying at an auction somewhere online, who knows where, Ohio, and she ended up paying too much shipping, I guess, to get this stuff to her, and so she would not come off her dollar. She said $160. I said, how about you throw those belt buckles in, then we'll do it. And so we did it. All right, let's go talk to Wheeler a minute. Wheeler has been doing camera listing, and he's got a whole bunch of accessories over here, some good stuff.
Yep.
Hasselblad accessories. What are these up here?
The filters.
Filters, Hasselblad filters, so it should be pretty good.
Yeah, really good actually. Not as good as the focusing screens, hopefully, and they're all in nice shape.
Yeah, so your computer's on the fritz. You had been posting some videos.
Yep.
And now you're posting almost vlog style videos with your phone.
Well, I figured out my phone. First of all, you can shoot this thing. There's also a pause button, so you can just like sort of clip it rudimentarily right on the phone itself.
Stop and start.
Mm-hmm. In the same video.
So
cool.
Wheeler unpacked the last box, and I think that stuff over there is the end of that you just listed.
Yep.
And then that was like a 7-minute
video.
7-minute video, and then you did another one today.
It's still working on it. It says 80% edited.
Yeah, well you'll probably
Yeah, it takes a while.
You'll probably be up before I will.
It'll be up shortly. Yeah, it will.
And so just to throw this out there, in the about video section of all my videos will be Wheeler's YouTube information.
So it's the main channel page to the right is what you're saying?
No, it'll be just in the video about.
Oh, I see.
So like where it says our mailing address.
Ah, so description?
Yeah, it says our mailing address, and it'll say all our eBay channels, and it'll have your YouTube thing on there.
Oh, I see. So the about you under the channel page thing.
Yeah.
I see.
Also, I'll put it in the about on the main page, so if they click on about, we'll have your thing in there.
Yeah.
All right?
Yep. Sounds cool.
And then you can go see Wheeler's channel, and you can see...
uncrating and describing every single piece in detail.
Yeah, so I won't go into that, but we got... This is a pretty good parts haul for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or it's not really parts, it's...
accessories.
Accessories.
Yep.
Not necessarily new old stock, but
really crazy stuff in here. This is Universal Camera Corporation. They're kind of Univex. Let's see, where's the cool cartridge? Oh yeah, that's right there.
What is it?
Cartridge. It's film that was going to be sent in for developing, but never was.
I see.
It's that cartridge on there.
Yeah.
Got a really cool design. Developed before 1935.
Yeah.
This is their proprietary specialty 8mm thing. I bet that's $40 easy.
Yeah.
I'll buy that to develop. Never seen one.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
So you got your hands full.
Yep. 155 items or something like that.
So what happened to you on your run this morning? Did you go out in 0-degree weather with a 30-mile-an-hour headwind?
I went out there, yeah, man, it was killer. I only went 1.7 miles instead of 2. I actually cut a small part out of there because I was like, I'm not going that.
Your lungs started to freeze up, didn't they?
Yeah, definitely. So they're all better now. But...
You learned a lesson.
Well, I knew it was going to happen. It was cold out. I could have completed it. I was just like, I don't really want to be out here.
Are you feeling like you're getting in shape?
Yeah.
It's hard to when it's so cold. You can't tell what's going on.
No, not at all. Especially in this one. It's kind of like I was in panic mode for half of it. I was just like, okay, I need to...
Well, yeah, that's how people who get
Couldn't really think.
Well, yeah, so don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Now, tomorrow morning, I don't want you to run. I want you to wait till the middle of the day when it warms up. It's going to be 12 below tonight.
Sounds like fun.
No, it doesn't. I don't want to have to go find you all blue and frozen in a snowbank.
There's no snowbanks, though.
Well, no, there are snowbanks now.
Oh, well, yeah, there were. That's right. This morning.
You haven't been out there. It's been
drifting snow.
Well, yeah, it's been drifting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll let you get back to it. I got to get a couple more things listed, and Mom and I guess are gonna go out to one of the 2 local bars in town and have a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
All right. That's the plan anyway. I got asked on a date, so I'm all excited. You know, it doesn't take much. Doesn't take much for old dealer to get excited when his sweetie treats him right, asks him out for a cheeseburger. I'll pay you on Thursday. What is up with my lighting? Man, this is the craziest thing here. I need what is that? Like a light bar on my shoulder, like a parrot, except it's a light bar with a parrot head, I guess, and it could just give me some light wherever I am in this shop. I think it's the angle. I think I start, I don't know what I'm doing. All right, I gotta list this, where is it? This eye thing. Let's get that listed. All right, last item that I'm gonna list right now. I've got to go pick up banana peeler and my wife Lon, and we're gonna go out and get a cheeseburger in the snowstorm. Try not to freeze. Have a beer, hang out, chat it up, do a little dealer disco, and then let the boys work here for a little while. So I listed this Pepsi sign. I don't know if I plugged this in for you guys or not. Now I've got this. I don't know if I can reach it. Anyway, it lights up pretty well. Oh, it scratches pretty well too. Oh, that ain't gonna work. Oh well. It lights up pretty well. Top of the logo is kind of, I don't know if it got peeled off there or what. I probably should add something about that. I mean, I should specifically put something in there about that. There's a small crack here. The thing that tipped me off that this is a good one is the age metal can like that on the back. That right away, you put a metal can on a sign like this, that puts it in probably into the 70s pretty easily, and this one puts it back to the 60s, even late 50s, just because of the style of the can. And then you look up the maker if there is one, and this is a maker of pretty high quality signs. There's not a lot of them left, and so I listed this at $220 plus shipping, which is a pretty good find for us. We'll see how it goes. I think it'll go pretty quick. All right, I got to get on the road. Well, it's starting to get dark here, 5:30, and about the only thing good about this storm is it looks like it's pretty much over. This isn't too bad here. It's about a foot drift right here. And what I really like about it, other than I don't like the snow and the cold, is I get to leave my Jeep in four-wheel drive all over the place, which is kind of fun. So you gotta have some fun. Ooh, I'm actually bogging down a little bit here in this foot drift that got stuck here. All right, I gotta go pick up my my passengers. I got BP back there, and he's mad because his seat doesn't have a seat warmer. Yeah. Front seats only, right?
And it's not warm.
And it's not warm yet because I dropped the ball and didn't put the seat warmers on. I just don't have it all together. Now this Jeep was a Canadian Jeep way the heck up there. I don't know how it got to Colorado, and then I don't know how it got here, and I bought it, but this thing is used to cold weather and it likes it. That's all I can tell you. So here's what you get. They don't salt, and I don't know what the sand does, but what happens is the streets turn into basically ice skating rinks until it melts. I don't know. We just don't have the equipment out here. This would not happen in Wisconsin. It doesn't happen in a lot of other places, but it won't get any better than this. They'll run their plows through here, but this is already plowed. It's just frozen. I don't know what else to say. So we're going down to a local place that we've only been to once or twice since we've moved here, called, what's it called?
Beehive.
The Buzzy Beehive. Woo! It's a hot place. It's happening. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. We're not gonna park right up front. We gotta park where nobody can see us, whatever that means. There it is, right in there. It's a local super establishment. I gotta park with all the rednecks. Leave my camera here too. Oh my goodness, I'll have to hide it. And it'll get cold. There's the bank. It's doing our mortgage. Wow. So back in the office with the boys, sitting at supper, dinner, having a beer with my wife Lon, having a cheeseburger deluxe with cheese and bacon. And boy, what did she have? I was having some sort of a goose beer. I don't know what the heck it was. Goose IPA. She had a rum and coke. And all of a sudden I get this notification on the old YouTube here. And Global Voodoo says, hey, cool video. Some other stuff about my Rare Beer Club. And he says, by the way, I did a shout out for you. You might be getting some subscribers. Good grief. All of a sudden I start getting all kinds of messages, and I think we're at 100 subs for today. So welcome all new viewers and subscribers. Global Voodoo, thank you very much. Made my dinner very exciting. Oh, that's a good warm feeling when it's -5 out or whatever it is now. It's cold as ice. Woo! So that's exciting. Well, we'll have to keep the show going now, you know. Have to keep the excitement going now. So I came back, and Wheeler got some stuff listed. He's got good stuff going on. Banana Peeler over here got a haircut. Nice summer haircut there, buddy. Middle of winter, I bet your head's cold.
Yep.
Where's the hat? It's over here. You don't quite have the same hat look as your dad. What are you doing, playing game?
No.
Oh, you're on your thing. You recorded a show tonight, right?
Yep.
Banana Peeler show season 3?
Nope.
Didn't get season 3 yet. What happened?
I don't have new intro.
No new intro, so we're still stuck in season 2, extra innings. Awesome. So how'd the belt buckles turn out?
Pretty good.
A couple of those were thrown in free. I saw that one of them you listed for 30 and the couple for 20, 25, something like that.
I haven't listed the cow yet.
The cow. Show me the cow. That one's kind of weird. It almost looks like they stuck that cow. Push it over here. Almost looks like they stuck that cow on there.
Yeah, but we've had some tractor ones that were expensive and sold fast.
Yeah, those farmer ones. They're kind of obscure. I don't know where they... The lady that I got them from said she just got another 50 or 75 in. She said she has to go through them, and a lot of them are Heston, so I don't think we're that interested in those. But
Yeah.
We'll have to see what else they have. Could be some John Deeres in there, tractor ones. Okay, well, let's talk to Wheeler a little bit, and then I think I have, I don't know, 6 or 8 orders to pack, and I got to make sure everything's kind of taken care of. Wheeler,
What's up?
how's everything going?
Pretty good.
Tell me about those screens we have over there, whatever they are.
Filters. Well, these other ones, as expected, are not quite as good, but the polarizers are weirdly enough the most valuable piece there.
Hasselblad?
Filters, yep. Stick on the lens.
Polarizers? So they do interesting effects. Now,
Yeah, and that is actually for like
Hasselblad.
waterfalls and reflective material photography. It eliminates most reflections.
Now
That's meant for
how old are those filters? When did those come out?
Probably sometime in the late 60s. Well, the linear polarizers probably came out in the late 40s. But I mean, those particular ones probably mid-70s all the way to the mid-90s.
So when those came out, they didn't make a whole bunch of them, and now the people that want them are limited, but that makes it a desirable thing.
Well, they're originally ridiculously expensive, and a lot of people bought them. But since they're ridiculously expensive and then like Hasselblad stuff's still pretty expensive, I guess they're...
Well, what did they go for back in the 60s and 70s?
Not entirely sure, but I did find a price tag on one of the other types of filters, a soft R filter, which you wouldn't expect to be quite as expensive as a linear polarizer, but still $250 50 some bucks, I think was what the price was on there.
For a filter. Show me
In the
what
80s.
what do you mean here? Like a, just give me an example.
Wow, just like that.
So just
Nothing there.
something like that for 250 bucks.
Yep. And this was in the 1980s with inflation. That's like 400 or something like that.
And then some of those are still. You said that we had 4 or 6 of them over there that you priced at what? 100
$100.
100
Yep.
bucks each. Well, that sounds pretty good.
Yep. And they should sell too. Like the most expensive ones listed on eBay from big camera stores are like $350 and $450. It's ridiculous.
For brand new old stock.
Yeah, new old stock from like big companies in Hong Kong or whatever.
Awesome. So that sounds like that's pretty good.
Yeah. Other ones are about 50 each or so. In my little vlog I did unboxing, it said 30 plus on all of those. So I was right about there.
Awesome. Well, I hope we have some more stuff out there, but this looks like it's a pretty good pile.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Oddball great accessories. Like this lens hood here is about 40 bucks. It's a random plastic Pentax lens hood.
Right.
And like this eye cup here, that's 35 bucks. And this is random stuff you pick out at anywhere.
Right.
There's like 3 or 4 Nikon focusing screens in there that are really good.
Right. All right, man. We're gonna wind down and chill out and watch some Star Trek, whatever.
So hit 50 items, we'll do that.
We'll do what?
Watch Star Trek, whatever.
Star Trek, whatever.
I'm at 33 items right now, so I think I have a chance to hit 50 if I actually get on it.
What time you got?
Can't read a watch. 9:40.
Jeez.
9:39.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get on it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll let you go because
Yep.
I'm gonna wind this vlog down.
Still working on reading analog watch and getting it down to like 1 second for each time.
Okay. Well, let's see what we're doing here. I know I've got a couple orders down here, and I didn't print any yet. 1, 2. I think I have 3 or 4 or 5 more. Not a whole bunch more. I got to check to make sure I've got all my sales running right for the weekend. Tomorrow is Sunday. We're going to be off in the office. Packer game, Packer party here at noon with the family. I heard we're going to play some Risk tomorrow night. Got Banana Peeler trying to beat me on Mr. Do. He's going to do it too because he's pretty good at that game, I'll tell you what. I can't remember what else I've got to do. Can't remember what else Mr. Do has to do. Well, I print my orders, make sure I am where I am. I got some test strip payments to send out. 3 of those. I don't think I'm going to list anything else. I'm just going to get squared away. Oh, there's another order. Okay. Whew. Well, hey, thanks for watching. And again, I appreciate it. Global Voodoo for the shout out. If anybody on this channel doesn't know who Global Voodoo is, you might want to look him up. He's down, I think, in Arizona somewhere. And, you know, runs a picking business. He's been in all aspects of it for a number of years. And, has a pretty good show. I watch that quite often. So, probably some news to share tomorrow. I'm not going to say anything more. Tomorrow's Sunday. I will do a daily vlog, of course, with a topic. Potentially some interesting news. And I just need to sleep on it. It'll blow your mind, I think. It's blowing my mind. It's not what you think. So, with that, let's just leave it at that. How about it? It is really crappy outside. I'll tell you what, if you have a vehicle in a cold climate and you don't have remote start, boy, get remote start. That thing is awesome. The one I have, we tested it today. It'll start like a quarter mile away through buildings, and so you can be sitting eating, and you know, you get down towards where you're going to pay the bill and whatever, and you just start your vehicle. Boy, is that awesome. I forgot that I had it, so I didn't start it early enough. It was still a little cold in there. Jeep heaters take a little while to heat up, but whatever. Whatever, right? It's going to be 49 on Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm going to be out there in my shorts, I think. Thanks for watching. I read all the comments. I hope to catch up on those. I think next week, late next week, before, well, late next week is Christmas. Good grief. Huh. Sometime next week or the week after. Boy, maybe on the 26th, Monday the 26th. I don't know. We'll do another question and answer show where we just go back and dip into some of the questions and comments that have come in over the last couple of weeks. And I'll announce that again. So if anybody has a question, they want to make a fresh question, we'll get that in. We're only on the 17th here, so I shouldn't get too excited yet. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all the thumbs up, all the support. Pick well, list often, and dealer is gonna have a beer. Out of here.
Hey, Wheeler.
Dealer Production.